All right, all right. Here for match 2. I'd like to play first. I will keep this hand. It has 1 land, but Springleaf Drum is kind of a land, and I have early Flare Husk to turn on, so it's not the worst. I'll lead off with the Springleaf Drum. Actually I should think about whether that heuristic is correct. All right, Delver. I think I'll lead off with a for the Blazing Torch here. Just gonna play a little bit around Daze. Gonna drop Terrarian. Actually, I should play my other Flare Husk. That was a mistake. No, it's fine. Actually, I can just equip Blazing Torch if I just crack my Terrarian. Alright, so this looks like it might be blue-black Delver. In which I should consider whether I should save my Blazing Torch or not. Alright. Let's do this. I think this early on, I think the Delver is going to do too much damage to me, so I'm just gonna trade it off. I can worry about anglers later. In fact, for Gurmag anglers, I already have like Flare Husks, so Gurmags are less of a concern. Foil? Yeah, let's kill it. Right, snuff out. Stormbound Geist. Let's get a blue. See if I draw anything. All right, I know my opponent has a foil, but he probably doesn't have a Gurmag, because if he had a Gurmag, I imagine he would have played it back then. Soul Reap. Augur Bolus. Echoing Decay? Okay. So he's going to kill my Germ tokens with Echoing Decay, probably. I think I'll play around a Daze. Unless I really want to use my Springleaf Drum. Not really. I still have some time, so Yeah, if he kills my player house, he can't play Gurmag Angler this turn. Alright, your Enforce is good. Alright, equip it up. So let's see if he has another stuff out. He does. Alright, by this point, Atogs are very good. We can manage to find one of those. Really, any threat is pretty good. Atog is especially good because it can crack my Ichor Wellspring. Augur, sure. Ponder. So I mean, I know he still has foil in hand. He's probably holding a land. Alright, Thought Cast. He probably will counter this. Yep. Alright, so I guess in a way that means that if I draw Atog, I will go for a lethal. Or I guess he has another foil. Equip it up. Preserve a little bit of life total here. Gush. Another Gush. Now I'm pretty sure he does have a foil, another foil in hand. Alright, Frogmite. Is he considering, he's going to foil it and try to go for lethal? What can I do? That's the only thing I can really do is 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't tap my player house. The only thing I can do is I can Essence Harvest, but then he just attacks me. I pretty much need to hit Atog and my other Essence Harvest. Ooh, Gush. Is it another foil? Another foil. Okay. Alright, now I'm just dead on board. Unfortunate. Alright. Alright, so for this matchup, I think this matchup, I think Atog is too good. The card I like to side out is Essence Harvest. That type of synergy cards just isn't that great against Blue-Black Delver in general. I don't like siding in. I don't side in Dispels or Pyros, I think, because I don't want to turn on my opponent's Dispels. And these cards are fairly marginal anyways. Certainly not as good as like Journey or Blazing Torch. So I think this is all I'm going to do. I think, yeah, that game was pretty close, but I think, I guess, well, my opponent didn't find Angler, so his draw wasn't that great. My draw was okay, but I got my Thoughtcast countered, so that was a big deal. I didn't find Atog, but I guess I would say that's pretty close. I think Essence Harvest is obviously poor, but if I drew like one extra threat, I think that might have turned the game. But it's pretty close. Yeah, I guess the biggest thing is I didn't put enough pressure in the early turns, so my opponent was able to get his counter magic stuff up. Or I guess I should say he had his snuff outs ready, and that's pretty good. Bought him a lot of tempo so that he can start using his counter spells, or his yeah. But overall, I think this is a pretty close matchup. I think previously, Blue-Black Delver, like when they could rely on Angler much more to like just hold the ground, was definitely favored in the matchup. But I've been doing pretty well against Blue-Black Delver, in leagues at least. All right, I'll go first. This is a fine keep. All right, he might have a null here, but I'm just gonna, nope. All right, so I don't think he has null, because if he has null, he probably should have countered that. I don't think he has daze either, because he probably would have countered that as well. Or he probably would have decided out dazes. So I think what I'm going to do is... Actually, I'm just going to draw more cards. That's probably the best way to get ahead here. Draw Flare Husk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't play Enforcer this turn. But this is a game that I probably will win. These early turns where I'm just kind of marching ahead and my opponent doesn't have anything set up is usually a good spot for me. I have threats incoming, multiple ways to fight through anglers. I think the most important thing for me to resolve these thought casts, because these are the cards this is the card that's gonna win me the game. Let's try to get my Carapace Forger hit by daze. But if he wants to hit my Flare Husk by daze, that's fine. All right. So I say my opponent's dead. Yeah, if my opponent spent his early turns not like doing anything that's relevant to the board, this is not really a board position he can come back from. Like, Gurmag Angler is not going to save him here, even if he has an answer to my journey. I have 2 Blazing Torches, I'm just going to try to march through it. Blazing Torches plus Flare Husks. Alright, stuff out. So Reap, okay. Delver. I think I'll just kill Delver. I'm just going to hold the Springleaf Drum, maybe try to make him a little bit nervous. So, opponent's playing Soul Reap to try to beat Gurmag Anglers. That's pretty cool. Aggro Bolus, sure. I guess one question is my opponent even playing Gurmag? Okay, he is. Alright, Gurmag Angler. Yeah, so I need to draw more thought casts, ideally, though you already have 2. Ooh. So that's actually even, well, no, let's see. Let's do it. Atog's better if he doesn't have Hydro, but it's worse if he does. He does have Hydro. Still, I think Atog is too good that I still need to put it in my deck. Another Gush. Alright, so my opponent probably has a foil. Chromatic Star, I will just cycle this. Your Enforcer. Alright, Gush. Curse of Chains. Alright, I'm getting outgrinded by my opponent here. I am going to play the Tree of Tails in case I draw a chain of like prophetic prisms and like Acre Wellsprings. Yeah, getting outgrinded by my opponent here. He managed to hit a string of augers. Gurmags. I'm just going to block here. I can equip it on my germ token anyways. Another auger. Alright, probe. I think I will just run it. Not sure if he has counterspell. Oh, I think I saw it. Guess he doesn't have it. Wonder what's in his hand. Good action probe, sure. All right, more gush. Yeah, so my opponent's been hitting his card advantage stuff pretty well. Another Gurmag. I really need to hit some of my own like Acre Wellsprings and stuff like that to keep up. See the Synod? Nope. Yeah, so I think I just got outgrinded in this game. It happens. I mean, I guess like if I hit a Thoughtcast and creatures, I'm right back in it. But yeah, my opponent had too many gushes, too many augers. Augers blanking my offense is really kind of one of the harder parts. Though he did have removal for all my creatures. Yeah, but my opponent hit too many more card draw spells than me. So, all right, this is not a bad matchup because I guess I tested this deck in leagues. Played like one of the social leaders who was on blue black, and I beat him 3-1 or 4-1. So yeah, but this is a tough draw. I think augers are brutal. I drew pretty well, but I would say I drew pretty well, but yeah, I think my opponent drew better. Is probably actually how I would phrase both of these games. Both these matches against Blue Black and Boros. So yeah, I drew pretty well, but my opponents drew better, and I've not gotten really the super nut draws. But all right, GG's.